that it wouldn't like normally be able to cross over in a way like this.
Agreed.
So, I mean, it really gives us the opportunity to see a lot of different matchups, a lot of different matches that we just normally wouldn't be able to see. And because this is a DC-focused tournament, we are seeing some of those like the true locals.
Yes.
Like the grassroots. Like this is still, at the end of the day, it is a collegiate tournament. We are seeing the collegiate players coming in.
Yeah, now we also have a couple of those matchups that we've seen a few times before, though, in winter semi, so you expect to see those top players show up. And like Towa, Willy, classic. I already checked the record, 20-11 in favor of Willy, so a little bit of an advantageous spot right there, but Terry versus Corrin.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, to have 30 sets and had to win a 2-to-1 ratio is pretty significant. But at the same time, I will say, like, I mean, 11 wins for Towa. I mean, I definitely think that this is doable. And especially if he's able to get his reactions as cleanly as he is right now, getting those techs on the very, very small bit of the Smashville side of the stage. This is where Towa can really work some magic. He's just got to get this go off the table.
Agreed, yeah. This is not a character where you want to allow them to last and linger on these stocks. You want to go ahead and get stocks early and often, but intercepting that attempted back air or neutral air with the attack right there on Terry's side. So this is already looking a little bit awkward here. Just like you can't land ever against these massive hitboxes of this sortie.
Yeah, you're definitely not allowed to. And with a drift in, I mean, there's not a lot of airspeed on Corrin's side, but you can still drift in menacingly and then have the back off potential after the back air where you are shifting your momentum. Allows you to get back and give yourself some pressure. But right now, speaking of pressure, it looks like Willy is going to be able to take this to a 2-stock game apiece with a nice rising tackle to finish the stock.
Now that's the Terry special right there. The second that he gets one hit, it's like it's a free 40 damage. No matter what this character does, every single move links into itself and does 40. Meanwhile, Corrin, you got to earn every single hit. It's going to be 1 and 2 pieces, and then they're knocked away. That's all this character really has.
Right, and having to shield out, you know that because it's Smashville, you can get poked by that up B as you go through the ledge. And I mean, Corrin's going to be looking to hold in, but holding in is not going to be saving you there. You're going to die straight up off of the...
Talk about hold in, hold that L right there.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, I mean, combo starters are starting to work out pretty well for Willy. He gets one hit and backs off. Tries to set up the edge guard a little bit, but the jump from the ledge is going to get Towa a little bit more freedom.
Good grab, though. I mean, basically, you don't want to allow Corrin to utilize those out-of-shield options. Keep that character guessing and having to choose random defensive options. Back air actually going to connect, sending Corrin super deep, and then we're going for the spike. I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah, that was super deep when Willy went out there. Had the full, like, the stock to play with and didn't really need to worry about anything else. It's like, as long as I take you down with me, I'm good. I will die. I will gladly give up the stock for this one. So the wherewithal to go deep like that, Willy starting to play very, very hot in this set.
I mean, listen, when you're betting with house money, why not let it ride, huh? Just go ahead and just whip that wallet out, put it down on black, and say, listen, if I lose, then, I mean, there's always a second mortgage,
right?
Right?
Exactly. There's always something else in the tank, right?
Willy.
Okay, so we've got small battlefield as the stage counterpick. This is Towa's choice. Doesn't want to mess around and just picks the stage with the platforms you can get full coverage on. However, I will say the platform coverage is very, very strong on Willy's side as well. Terry can get a lot of extensions on these platforms, so be careful.
Yeah, particularly with Go. Like, good God, does that cover so much on this particular stage? Like, you typically think of those platforms being like a safe haven where you can land and get shield back, and then all of a sudden, that power dunk, power dive, or up B underneath the platform makes it so difficult to land.
True. A couple of these fares are just not going to be able to link too well for Towa. He's still looking for those hits, and of course, it looks like Willy has to disengage to get himself out of disadvantage.
Tap the shield twice, and then immediately react to the defensive option, because Corrin's out-of-shield game is bad.
Yeah, but I mean, he has the ability to just run back and still be facing the opponent. The auto turnaround, allowing Willy the ability to basically effortlessly keep you from crossing up with these rolls.
Yeah, the old FGC privilege right there. It's like, what are cross-ups? I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
So stuck in the corner, though. Using the pin and then canceling it, I dig that option from Towa. Just a little bit of a mix-up, a wrinkle that you typically don't have to put up with a lot of other characters. And remember when Terry was like dominantly in the lead right here, unable to get any kind of a stock, and if you're relying on stray hits, you might find that the character with the sword that can keep you at arm's length has the advantage.
Yeah, and that arm is really long, especially with the pin coming out. It feels like the spacing has been so excellent for Towa, but he can't get himself out of that recovery situation. He's still going to take the shoulder check in the corner, and that's going to take the stock. But Willy after this little combo, you don't want to get juggled too hard. Terry does have some struggles getting a landing option, especially against a character that sharks as well as Corrin.
I mean, Corrin up air is outstanding. And
Nair as well. You
True.
have multiple options.
No punish right there, though. Just jumping out of shield. The power dunk on shield completely is allowing to get away for free. Neutral B ever so slightly missed space, but to be honest, we don't talk enough about how good Corrin back air is. That move is obscene.
I think we do talk enough. I think it's just an assured thing. It's like, okay, Corrin has some things.
You fell back into that?
How did we get ourselves here? How did we let ourselves get here, Willy?
I'm going to challenge the forward smash. Maybe.
No, it's just like, I want to fall back in, like literally the slow fall, like, no. Falling back into it, like, come on. Just get yourself out. Air dodge.
Yeah, that is a slow-moving horror movie right there. Don't go back in the house, goddammit. Run.
Exactly.
Speaking of run, just chase him right down and get that grab. Nice little crack shoot off the platform, so solid damage. Willy going to need to do a little bit more work to make this comeback. Ooh, but that is how we do it.
Quadruple Nair into Burn Knuckle, and I don't think I've ever seen that one specifically, but the extensions for Willy, being able to use that low knockback move to link endlessly into itself with a double jump, and really, really well played.
I have to assume that there was a DI mix right there. I have to assume that's one of those where, like, Corrin either doesn't have the best drift or was not holding out.
The drift is going to make a difference, I will say. But, I mean, yeah, it definitely feels like that was a good, hard read for Willy. He knew what Towa was looking for. Okay, American air dodges above the ledge.
Still works.
Good, but, yeah, that neutral be so laggy. Got so much in that. You got to be careful. Can't whiff that.
All right, somebody's managed to punish Willy mashing on shield. That is astonishing.
A miracle.
So we are one hit away potentially, and yep, trying to jump out of the corner right there. Good call out by Willy. Definitely not going to kill, though. That's one of those where day one that killed.
Right, but now we know that we can, spot dodge that. We can roll out. There's multiple ways to get around the Buster Wolf and
Power Geyser.
And the Power Geyser. We got to be going way off stage, and that's the same way that Willy was kind of like taking those risks in game one at the very end, and now we see Towa doing the exact same, getting that high risk, high reward situation, going deep for the offstage edge guard. Yeah,
definitely a spot where if Willy had preemptively started buffering that up B, you get the invul legs on startup, so you can try to clank with that back air. Otherwise, though, like any time where Corrin can just drop from edge and just drift along the stage, it's such a difficult thing to respond to because the back air is huge, and if you hit the character, they just check the wall and hit you with the forward air instead.
Right, yeah. It feels like a Steve-esque thing. It's like, okay, I expect you to tech, and I have an answer for whether you do or whether you don't. It's a 50-50, but you lose both.
Exactly.
It's 100.
So can we talk about Mr. Mishima coming out here?
Yes, so we've seen Willy switch between the Kazuya and the Terry frequently tonight. I mean, I've seen him play pretty much both in almost every set I think I've seen him play. So we are going to see a switch here, but it's Kalos. I think he's doing it in response. I have to imagine he's doing it in response to the stage. Yeah,
exactly. We have a Final D-esque stage available, so we're letting the Kazuya rock. Do we have the double? We do, so easy recovery right there. Kazuya trying to go ahead and get some corner pressure applied, but yeah, kind of swinging for it all right there.
Right. Okay, crosses up and then gets something here. We force the air dodge, so it's not over yet. I mean, Towa manages to escape one option, but he's still getting caught up and knocked out of the shield, but not out of the fight just yet. He's finding a pin and some punishes as well.
That up B actually had a really janky hitbox right there, just drifting ever so slowly up high. All right, Rage Drive on deck, though, so you have to be very respectful of Kazuya.
That was not respectful.
No,
that was not respectful.
We were trying to hit buttons when it wasn't our turn yet.
You got too close for comfort, and Kazuya's going to give you the bear hug. And look at this. Like, he's still got all of this power welling behind his arms. He's, like, glowing red menacingly. And the close range punish doesn't even let Towa make an option whether he wants to disengage out of the pin or not. He just gets caught with the point-blank up B.
But the double back air means no harm, no foul, no extra credit for Kazuya, and no touch of deaths with a little bit of rage to help out.
Right. Well, that's a blessing for now.
For now. We both know it's coming.
It's going to happen. It is inevitable, but it's just a matter of when. And we're getting this another knock out of shield. It feels like Towa is doing the right thing and getting these the shield up in time, but it feels like it's all for naught when he's still back in the blender, and you cannot get yourself out of this situation. That up smash comes in clutch.
Towa had two opportunities to guess right there, and both times guessed wrong. Like, you saw Towa try to jump away and then got immediately smacked by another electric. You can basically either DI down and shield, get popped out of shield but reset the neutral, or you can try to jump away and toss out an aggressive option. And Towa tried both of those in that little vortex, and both of them Willy had coverage for.
Exactly. So Willy, I mean, if you have the knowledge player habits, and since they played together so many times, it feels like Willy has an idea of what Towa likes going for in these panic situations, and we're ready with it. Almost a first tech there, but that's unusual.
Yeah, it's like you get the first tech into die.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Kazuya dashing back always makes me laugh. I can't help it.
He does look rather silly, but there's nothing silly about this one. Looks like you are just about done.
Yep, one more electric off of the Angel platform means that stock is absolutely demolished.
Right, there's no way that you can like keep Kazuya far back enough as Corrin to avoid the one free shot that he's got up the Angel platform.
I feel like it's just go to the corner. Like, just grab the edge. Just grab the edge, put yourself in a disadvantageous spot.
Because it is Callus, I can see it.
Yeah. Like, in that spot, like, the one thing you have to exploit is that he doesn't have the best frame data. Or it should be grounded run speed.
Right, but at the same time, you know, he just kind of backs you into the corner, and then it's like you're giving up stage control. That's functionally not great either.
True. It's like, I'd rather... Do you want to give up stage control or the potential to lose a stock?
Yeah, you die and lose the
exactly.
game. That is the...
It is a poison pill.
That's true. Oh,
double down air. Oh, no. We got invuln on that up B. Very nice. Immediately calling that out with Corrin.
Yeah, but then you saw Corrin getting still hit by the Kazuya up B as well. You got to be careful here because you can get reversed in an instant. And even though all of these hits that Corrin gets, they often send Kazuya up in the same angle that allows them to be linked together. I feel like that also allows Kazuya to just fall with like a big hit that he needs to start his combos.
I think you might be right there, and I don't like that fact. I'm just going to ignore that because, good God, Kazuya is a good character.
It's like, oh no, you sent me up in a way so that I'm able to land on you with a good combo move. Well, okay, I might have taken some damage, but, well, does it really matter at the end of the day because I've got Rage Drive and I'm going to use it.
Yeah, speaking of taking a little bit of damage right there, immediately rage driving through the neutral B. It's like, you thought you had options. Nope.
Yes,
what if I was invulnerable?
Oh, and beating out the pin with the EWGF. That's nasty, but Corrin still going to be able to handle that stock well enough. That's why we take it to Hollow Bastion. Those low ceilings are going to allow all of the Corrin kill options to kill faster.
All right, we get the electric and the charge forward smash, but no sweet spot right there. Good
Spike.
DI. Oh, footstool instead?
Footstool instead. Willy, you madman.
That's a little option select. You go down there, you either get the footstool or the spike, and you double jump afterwards, so you're safe both times.
And then we get the Verps. We got all of this stuff, but okay, Corrin not out of this. Towa still staying alive. Gotta be careful. Great grab.
Staying alive, but Willy preserved the double jump off stage. That's really the problem, is like you can go ahead and just slip out of these combos, but you got to make something count directly afterwards. Like we're seeing a ton of ledge pressure right here, but that's the problem. One hit and then Kazi's back in advantage.
Right, this is no Terry, right? You are going to have a harder time getting all of the resources robbed from this guy because he's definitely a great recovery behind him.
Good parry right there, and then just run forward with the invulnerable dash.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the speed that I fear from Kazuya, man.
Just running forward with the invulnerable dash, saying, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you.
But okay, another Corrin up air, another stock taken, and almost 100%. Yeah, you just go to the ledge and you wave this out. I mean, you were right. I mean, that's what you got to do.
It's like, I don't like the option, but I do like my stock. Apparently Willy likes it too, though, trying to claim that right there immediately. But at 136, definitely not surviving the next one.
But, like, the dash shielding has been super, super effective for Willy. Just, like, running up, invalidating the pin as an option that Corrin needs to keep you at bay.
And every now and then, Towa will guess correctly and choose the right defensive option. But the problem is, it feels like Towa is super nervous. So every now and then, Towa will choose a second defensive option, and that gives Willy the ability to take control again.
Yeah, he has the opportunity. Yeah, he has the opportunity to pull a more aggressive move. But I mean, he's just trying to play it too safe. He does not want to make any mistakes. So far, it has done him well. He's staying alive at 160. But one option, just anything will kill.
Cancels the pin and then rolls away. Please stay away from Mr. Mishima, but the one whiffed grab it looked like, and that is all she wrote. 2-0 advantage here for Willy as Kazuya. I mean, it seems as though people realize that Tekken 8 is out now. It is time to work on Mr. Mishima.
I guess so. I mean, he's not even